Blind gay people of Reddit, how did you know you were gay? I am typing this for my gay blind friend. He said, and I quote, "My cock is so fun to play with, I assume different ones would be too." Wonder how many blind people use Reddit. Wonder how many gay blind people use Reddit. And now I want to know the answer to a question I never fathomed existing. NBSP, edit. Also, is this going to be the highest upvoted AskReddit thread that never gets a real reply? Were there others? This issue is extremely relevant to me now. For those actually interested in the answer, I found this https www.quora.com. How do blind people discover their sexual orientation? You ever just smell a food from afar and think to yourself, that must be delicious? It's like that. Except it sticks. I couldn't see myself being straight. Edit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Your gift touched me. And then, I touched myself. A common misconception about being gay is that the awareness of being gay is any different than the awareness of being straight. Here's how I know I'm straight: I'm a guy. At a certain age, I started feeling differently around girls. I like to look at them in a certain way. I like to hear their voices, and to be around them. I like to dance with them and hold their hands. I like to kiss them and hug them, and talk on the phone to them well into the night. In serious relationships, I would feel like there just wasn't enough time, because we each had to go to our respective homes, instead of just staying up all night and talking, which was all we wanted to do. Eventually I learned that this was what it was like to be straight. But I never thought of it as being straight. It was just how I was. My son is gay. And all I can hope is that he has the opportunity to feel the same things while he's young as I did at his age. And I don't care who he feels that way about, nearly as much as some people think I should. I'd imagine it's the same way blind straight people know they are straight, or how straight blind people know they are blind. I suggest cross-posting this to blind. Watch the film The Way He Looks, beautiful story about a blind gay teen and his love for a classmate. I've been blind since birth and extremely gay. You know when you see someone and are attracted to them? It's kind of like that, but I can't see. How are they going to read this? I've never wanted to know the answer to something so badly. People are attracted to voices, personality, pheromones and physical touch. What kind of bodies do you want to feel? Etc. Sexuality is not strictly visual. But I'm a woman, so maybe the male experience is much different. Seriously, I'm neither blind nor gay, but why is everyone so astonished by this question and awaiting a plausible answer? Blind people have social interactions like everyone else. They have sympathy and empathy for other people. They identify with their gender and understand genders as anyone else. They have sexual thoughts which are not, only, based on visual criteria, just like anyone else. So why would they not have sexual preferences based on gender? Just because they cannot see? Oh, I'm blind and horny and want a relationship, but I don't care if I have sex or a relationship with a woman or a man, because I cannot see with my eyes. Is that how everyone imagines a blind person? Here's a piece about a blind gay man's journey with his sexuality. Warning, it's a touch sad. http www.bentvoices.org Bent Voices Feinstein Blind and Gay.htm. This is the second result in Google, the first is this thread, so points for originality. Blind. I felt around. Serious tag would have helped. How do blind people know if they are straight? Great question. I'm not blind, but I'm gay. Being gay, I've watched a lot of LGBT films, one of my favorite being a Brazilian film called The Way He Looks. In this film, a blind boy ends up falling for his male friend. There's a scene where he puts on a jumper left behind by his friend and starts smelling it. There are other small things like where they go to the cinema and his friend narrates the film to him that shows they have a close friendship, and he asks a female friend to describe how his male friend looks. So from this film, which I highly recommend, it comes down to the usual personality stuff and also I guess smell and pheromones. Interesting how overwhelmingly responders are focused only on male homosexuals and not females. Just saying. Isn't it the same way that a blind straight person would know they were attracted to the opposite sex? They can still get crushes based off people's voices, scent, etc. I can also imagine a blind person being very attracted to feminine or masculine voices. Are you telling me you can't tell a man from a woman with your eyes closed? Up. Blind gay people of Reddit. How did you know there was a thread about blind gay people of Reddit? Wouldn't it be the same as being heterosexual? How would a blind person know they are attracted to anyone? I assume it's the feeling of closeness and connection and not looks. You just kind of feel these things. I'm not gay because I'm disgusted by men. I'm not gay because I feel attracted to women. Are you guys serious? Do you only feel love attraction to people's looks? This feels so obvious and yet so many people are dying with curiosity with 1,000 upvotes. No offense people, but come on. Think about how you've fallen in love, had lust in the past. It wasn't all looks. Voice personality is huge, and so is the type of sex. It's not as if blind people can't experience the world and imagine things. Blind and deaf I might wonder about, but just blind or deaf? Come on lol. I read this as blind people of Reddit. How did you know you were gay? And I spit out my drink. Not blind, but I am gay and I can tell you with certainty that a man's voice and the way he talks and expresses himself is one of the many things that can incite arousal. In fact, I remember when I was teen, I got a boner once while getting my teeth cleaned, just from hearing my dentist talk and touch around my face. Had my eyes shut the whole time because of the blinding lights. Attraction is definitely not all about the visuals. Blind gay guy here. I first knew I was gay when I was sitting over at a friend's house for a party and several women were going on and on about the most inane nonsense. They would shriek and cackle like banshees. Later in the evening a few women partygoers started prodding the host and made him feel bad about throwing the party. Ever since then when I hear a woman's voice I can't get aroused. These things must be incredible to look at. Yikes. The real question everyone here is afraid to ask. What do blind people masturbate to? https www.youtube.com/embed1y6psd4 Lispel 7xLQX4NPDDFRDPMCXBNNZXG2GFLL75Y? ICVR1. Blind straight people of Reddit, how did you know you were straight? Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Blind straight people of Reddit, how did you know you were straight? I identify as gender neutral. I knew that I was gay when another dude that identifies as gender neutral wanted to suck my cock and I let him. Probably the same way blind straight people knew they were straight. GifthefthgHC gist AKBC DHHVFD Kanhafkstijnbefdgcdhcdmbc They're blind. Not lacking self-awareness. AG Hyaj Jodv, Jenks MCAst Flosch KFE. Wait, how do blind people get turned on? How do they have a concept of femininity or masculinity? Wait, are they even able to read it? Upvote for this being the most amazingly dumb question I have ever seen. This made my day. It is beautiful, perfect, majestic in every way, shape or form. It basks in the glory of its own stupidity. flawlessly shining brighter than the others. It moves me, inspires me, to never ask a question like this. It is a masterpiece, I can never even come close. In short, I love this question. Damn, this is a great question. When I first put a dick in my mouth. How do straight blind people know they are straight? Blind gay people of Reddit, do you even exist? Not blind or gay, but when you're blind, a hole is a hole. This is ducking stupid. Do you imagine that without eyesight you'd be a different sexual orientation? Like, you'd be banging dudes as long as you didn't have to look at their penises? I mean, by your logic, blind people wouldn't know they were straight either,